My husband's sister Tatiana, with her common-law husband Anton and her 6-month-old daughter Vera, were tired of wandering around rented apartments, but there was nothing to choose from. We found another quiet area and safely moved to a new apartment at an affordable price. For a month everything was completely calm. Anton was working, Tanya was busy with her daughter and household chores at home. Except that the apartment was surprisingly cold, despite the excellent heating throughout the house. One day Tanya was playing with Vera, and when she saw that the child was studying rattles on her own, she went to the bathroom to wash clothes. I left a small crack to keep an eye on the child, and periodically peeked to see if everything was in order. After taking out another sheet, Tanya looked through the crack and met someone's gaze. Strange, cold eyes looked at Tanya. In horror, the girl jumped out of the bathroom, but there was no one in the apartment except her and the child. Tanya decided that she was just overworked, so she was seeing all sorts of nonsense. In the evening, Anton came home from work. Tanya put Vera to bed and went to bed herself. Anton was sitting at the computer at the time, playing a computer game. The girl was woken up by a raspy female voice. "Go away," said the voice. Tanya abruptly raised her head from the pillow. Cold air blew into her face. "Go to bed," Tanya asked Anton. "I'm already dreaming about some nonsense from your shooting games." The next day passed quietly, without oddities and voices. In the evening, Anton came home from work later than usual, and the whole family went to bed. Tatiana woke up from, as it seemed to her, Anton's stupid joke. The blanket was slowly rising above them. Tanya pushed her husband in the side and asked him to stop. Half asleep, Anton himself did not understand what was happening. For a few seconds the blanket just floated in the air, then collapsed down. They didn't sleep for the rest of the night. All day Tanya was not herself. She called her husband every 10 minutes, asking him to hurry up. Fortunately, Anton returned before dark. No one was in a hurry to go to bed. Even Veronica seemed to feel the fears of her parents, but still fell asleep. Tanya and Anton also dozed off, but not for long. They were awakened by the cry of their daughter. The girl was sitting on the bed and screaming, looking at the corner. With great difficulty, only with the help of a sedative, the girl fell asleep again. Tanya went to the kitchen to drink water, and when she returned, she saw a transparent silhouette of a woman in the corridor, who had a baby in her arms. The image of the baby frightened Tatiana. She thought that the ghost was taking her daughter's soul. Running into the room, the girl began to shake the child. The girl woke up and started crying. Sleep was out of the question. Tanya and Anton placed candles around the apartment, but the candles periodically went out. They had to light them again. It was decided to move out of the apartment. The next morning, collecting things, Tanya unobtrusively, so as not to seem crazy, asked the neighbors if there were any murders in this house. Neighbors assured that there were no murders, but one of the old women remembered that 5 years ago a woman with a small child was killed in the courtyard of this house. As it turned out, no one stayed in this apartment for a long time. Even the owner himself could not stay there for a long time. He will arrive, spend 10 minutes inside and immediately leave.
I created the channel quite recently. Please write in the comments what I need to change in the video. Please support me by liking and subscribing to the channel. Thanks.